Day 27. Marcus stood in his bathroom at 4:47 a.m., staring at hollow eyes in the mirror. His hands were shaking. The cold shower he'd just taken wasn't the reason. Something far worse was happening. The challenge that was supposed to save his life was destroying it instead. And to understand how he got here, we need to go back 3 months. At 32 years old, Marcus was barely alive. He'd wake up at noon, scroll his phone for 2 hours, tell himself tomorrow would be different. It never was. His apartment looked like a crime scene. Empty takeout containers everywhere, clothes piled in corners, blinds permanently shut. 6 weeks earlier, his girlfriend left. Her final words still echoed in his mind. "You're not the man I fell in love with. You're not even trying anymore." She was right. Marcus had become a ghost. Video games until 3 a.m. Junk food for every meal. Zero exercise, zero purpose, just existing. October 3rd changed everything. He was scrolling through social media when a video stopped him cold. David Goggins talking about the 40% rule. The idea that when your mind screams, "You're done," you're only 40% depleted. Marcus almost scrolled past it. Then Goggins said something that cut straight through him. "You're afraid of suffering because you've never learned to suffer properly." Marcus closed his laptop, sat in silence for 20 minutes, then grabbed a notebook and wrote one sentence. 30 days, no excuses. Become someone I can respect. Underneath, he wrote 8 rules that would nearly destroy him. Rule 1. Wake up at 4:30 a.m. No snooze button, ever. Rule 2. 5-minute cold shower every morning. Rule 3. 2 hours of focused work before 7 a.m. Rule 4. 1 meal per day, no junk food, no alcohol. Rule 5. 10,000 steps daily, non-negotiable. Rule 6. No phone for the first 3 hours after waking. Rule 7. Journal every night about failures and lessons. Rule 8. Break even 1 rule. Restart from day 1. His best friend Jake saw the list and laughed. "Dude, you can't even wake up before noon. You really think you're gonna do this?" Marcus didn't argue. He just looked at him and said, "Watch me." Day 1 was October 5th. The first 2 days went fine. Day 3 is when everything started to crack. 4:30 a.m., day 3. The alarm exploded in the darkness. Marcus's hand shot toward the snooze button, stopped midair. His heart was pounding. Something felt wrong. He stumbled to the bathroom, turned the shower to cold, stepped in. The water hit his skin like ice daggers. His chest seized. Then, without warning, he started crying. Heavy, uncontrollable sobs. He had no idea why. 7 minutes under freezing water, trying to understand what was happening to his brain. When he finally stepped out, he stared at his reflection, whispered, "What the hell is wrong with me?" He didn't know it yet, but his body was purging something. Years of buried emotion flooding to the surface. This was just the beginning. Day 8. Marcus was crushing it. Work project ahead of schedule, 4 pounds down. People were starting to notice. Day 12. He woke up before his alarm. The cold showers almost felt good. He was in a flow state he'd never experienced before. Day 15. His ex texted him, "You seem different. Want to grab coffee?" Marcus felt invincible. For 2 weeks, he'd become exactly who he wanted to be. Then day 17 arrived. Sitting at his desk around 10 a.m., a thought crept into his mind. This doesn't matter. He tried to shake it off. The thought grew louder. You're not changing. You're pretending, and you know it. Day 18. The thought wouldn't leave. Day 19. Marcus stopped sleeping. He'd wake up at 4:30 a.m., but it wasn't because he wanted to anymore. He was terrified of breaking the streak. The rules that once felt empowering had become a cage. And on day 21, he almost snapped completely. Day 21, 11:47 p.m. Marcus was writing in his journal when he glanced at his watch. 9,431 steps. His stomach dropped. 13 minutes until midnight. Panic flooded his chest. He jumped up and started pacing. Kitchen, hallway, living room, kitchen. 9,000 9,650, 9,800, 10 minutes left, 9,900. His breathing was rapid. Sweat on his forehead. 5 minutes. 9,950. 2 minutes. 9,980. 1 minute. 9,995. Marcus was speed walking in circles like a madman, eyes locked on his watch. 9,999. 10,000. 11:59 p.m. He collapsed on the floor. Started laughing, manic, broken laughter, because he'd just spent 13 minutes walking in circles to satisfy an arbitrary rule he created. The rules weren't building discipline anymore. They were owning him. Lying on the floor, staring at the ceiling, one question cut through the chaos. Am I doing this to improve my life, or to prove I'm not a failure? The answer made him sick, but he didn't quit, because day 27 was waiting, and it would change everything. Day 27, 4:47 a.m. Back to where we started. Marcus standing in his bathroom, hollow eyes, shaking hands. He'd followed every rule for 27 days straight, lost weight, became productive, proved he could do it, but he felt emptier than when he started. His eyes drifted to the notebook on the counter, the one where he'd written the original challenge. He picked it up, read the first line, 30 days. No excuses. Become someone I can respect. He stared at those words, then grabbed a pen and wrote underneath, I spent 27 days trying to prove I'm disciplined, but discipline without purpose is just self-torture. I don't need to be perfect. I need to be honest. For the first time in 27 days, Marcus made a choice. He broke a rule, skipped the cold shower, made coffee instead, sat on his couch, watched the sunrise, and finally felt something he hadn't felt in weeks: peace. Marcus finished the 30 days, just not the way he planned. Days 28, 29, and 30 looked different. He kept the habits that served him, let go of the ones that controlled him. 6 months later, he still wakes up early most days, still exercises, still journals, but he also sleeps in when he's exhausted, eats pizza with friends, breaks his own rules when life demands it, because he learned the brutal truth. Rules don't build character, they reveal it. The challenge didn't rebuild Marcus. It broke him open so he could rebuild himself, and that made all the difference. If you've ever tried to fix your life by being perfect and felt yourself breaking instead, you're not weak, you're human. Subscribe for more stories about rebuilding your life without destroying yourself, one honest day at a time.